everyone, happy Saturday. I hope you all are having a beautiful weekend wherever you are. Today's video is going to be all about Girl World Gossip and maybe some foodie beauty Twitter mixed in there too. So what's been going on the past 24 hours? Kaibella showed us some receipts that Yo Mama is trying really hard to get her on his channel. So we're definitely going to go over those. FFG finally blocked Kaibella, but that doesn't seem to be stopping either of them. And BBW Veronica ended up in my comment section on Twitter, and I found it hilarious. All right, you guys, let's head over to Twitter and see what other Girl World gossip we can get into. Okay, you know how we've been covering Kaibella and FFG's fighting, their whole back and forth? We've done multiple videos on it. Well, I was looking at Kaibella's Twitter today, and she shows that FFG blocks her, and she calls her a sneaky effing slug. But I wasn't aware that FFG had already had Kaibella blocked because she was reposting things that Kaibella would say and rage at her. So I wasn't aware that FFG had already had Kaibella blocked as of 4 days ago. Quick recap. Just a few days ago, Kaibella posted herself singing to a song and waving around a sharp object. To keep this video YouTube friendly, I did put a spatula over it. But what's weird is FFG retweeted Kaibella and said, "Bat crap crazy. Oh, and wash that filthy effing hair. I could smell that crap from Montreal." So Kaibella says, "FFG blocks me but continues to tweet about me. More screenshots or piss off. As if my only purpose in life is to provide you more cash since you piggybacked off me the entire time. How about you piss off? Or how about show us BBJ is alive in a video?" Julie kind of calls FFG out on it and says, "So FFG blocks Kaibella and anyone who disagrees with her, and then has the nerve to stalk her page and quote her post talking crap? Anything for attention. Very Chantelis." Unicorn said, "So she can make any comment about anyone, no questions asked. But how dare you comment on her lips?" Kaibella retweets it and says, "Right? Here's what I think. I think Kaibella and FFG like to argue at this point. They like to argue. I like to be nosy, so I'm just happy it works out." So let's get into Yo Mama trying to get Kaibella onto his channel. She says, "Opinions? I can't stand this guy, to be honest." Yo Mama DMs her and says, "Would you be down for a panel-up interview?" Kaibella replies, "What's your intention? 'Cause you've talked mad crap about me." He says, "I'm a crap talker, LOL. I don't do friendly content. The reason I want you on? Because we disagree on most things, and that is good content." Oh, brother. She replies, "Well, I don't watch you or your videos, so I wouldn't know what we disagree on, LMAO." Alexis replies, "Tell him, unless he shares half his income on that stream and get it in writing or text." That girl says, "Sis, this is Girl World. Going on panel with Yo Mama is almost a rite of passage. Don't chicken out now. He's not scary." She replies, "Ew, no thanks. I never liked the guy and my initial instinct was, no." Sophie said, "As far as your 15 minutes, re-up your TikTok. Get back to your grind and show those hoes what you really are made of." He says, "Just protect your mental health. He's not a nice guy, and if you do it, get that cash." Feldman retweeted Kaibella asking for opinions and said, "Why is Yo Mama trying to give this grifting attention seeker exactly what she wants? An attention high. I love how she's pretending she isn't absolutely jumping up and down over this opportunity. But she doesn't even know what his content is about." LMAO. Bella retweets more of the conversation and says, "Sure, Jan." So after she tells Yo Mama that she doesn't watch him or his streams, I thought that was so good when she was like, "I wouldn't know what we disagree on." I loved it. Anyways, he replies, "Your feelings towards foodie is different than mine. I also want to touch on your FFG beef." She replies, "I think I'm good." I think she's smart to stay away, but if she goes on his channel, I'll keep you guys updated. So on my own Twitter, I tweeted this side by side of Dee and BBW Veronica. Now, if you glance at it really fast, can you tell who was who? No, right? I swear they're the same person, I swear. And nobody can convince me otherwise. I'm clearly joking, but like, it's wild how similar they look. Anyways, BBW Veronica replies to my tweet and says, "I don't smoke meth, so at least I win the battle of the fat and pushing 50-year-old women in Girl World." And I thought it was hilarious.
Cake farts. It's a liability.
PG and Monty are fighting. I found out more about Hussey and Gaining Ground not showing up for their court hearing. So Hussey posted to his Patreon and says, "It's not over." Somebody replies he wants to appeal the TRO denial and do it all over again because the judge wasn't friendly. Very Good said, "That's really dumb to admit on video. Everyone who has ever been involved in civil action and lost feels that way. But when you go to appeal it, your lawyer needs to cite case law, etc. Saying you want a redo because the judge sucked won't help you get your appeal granted. Please call AA," said, "I doubt his tax attorney is equipped to do anything more. If she were responsible, she'd move on. In my opinion, Hussey and Gigi have no intention of going to trial. They needed this win so they'd have ammo to shake AK down the same way they did DC. That's why Hussey is desperate for this to work." AK says about Hussey's Patreon video, Hussey just had hilarious things to say about the TRO hearing that he put on Patreon. I actually really want to see the transcript now. "I heard the judge was super angry. And I have a feeling the judge and my lawyer humiliated Miss Tax Attorney, and everyone tried to insult my choice in lawyer. Where is your lawyer now, Hussey? Not laughing anymore? I wonder why." From what I understand, Hussey and Gaining Ground did not show up for the court hearing. Apparently, the judge was very unhappy. I know Gigi has been in hiding since. Anna showed a screenshot of something Owl said. She said, "You talked up this hearing for literally a month, only to no-show and not even have your attorney show? For one of them, it's the second time they flaked on a hearing. Taking up the court's time is just as bad as taking up first responders' time as far as I'm concerned." Ivana says, "Actually, Hussey and Gigi's attorney did show up to court and argued for them before the judge on why a TRO should be granted. But like AK said, it was just a bunch of nonsense on paper, so the judge denied it. Get your info straight, Owl." Sam said, "It was DC who flaked on a prior hearing, not Hussey or Gigi. Owl literally gets everything wrong." And looking at Gaining Ground's Twitter, the last time he posted was 3 days ago. Hope he's doing well. I mean, I don't know, that had to be pretty bad to talk this thing up for so long and not even show up to it. My thoughts are, all of this court stuff is seriously a waste of time. All these people talk about each other. So why are we suing and why are we striking? Like, nobody's hands are clean. It's Girl World. It's the internet. It's YouTube. Like, everybody talks crap. Okay, on to some foodie stuff. You know, the latest upload we talked about. She's taking a break from YouTube. She's sick, but not from the camels. The internet's too toxic for her. She has a UTI. She had a mini rage. I don't know. She had a whole attitude for somebody so sick. Anyways, a lot of people are mad at her for exploiting her health problems and adding so many ads. Shenanigans said, so she's admitting that she's exploiting her health problems for views. And they showed the description of Foodie Beauty's video that says, "Sorry for all the ads, but if others can exploit my health stories, I sure have the right to make a buck. Thanks for watching." Sass says she admitted she spammed the F out of that stream. LOL, pathetic. Tofu called her a broke bee. Paranoid said, "I hope Foodie Beauty loses an F ton of weight. I hope she gets super healthy with a six-pack. Know why? Because then she'll have to face the realization that people hate her. Not because she's fat, but because she's a disgusting, vile, nasty, animal-abusing piece of crap." There's also a lot of talk about Foodie Beauty's symptoms and how she mentioned she was on a medication now for renal function. Well, Salt and Sass said, "I think it's more renal function, not infection. She keeps using UTI and kidney infection interchangeably." She said UTI or kidney infection or whatever. She's either throwing out a BS story or doesn't even know herself, but acknowledges new meds for renal function. Holly Go Heavy retweeted this and said, "Rule number 1, which is Foodie lies. The dry cough could be irritation from extra fluid in the blood vessels in the lungs. You don't get a cough from a kidney infection. It's likely fluid overload. Foodie Beauty's kidneys are declining. The antibiotics could be for anything she could be lying about." And Kelly said, "I'm sorry, but how many times have we heard her say this? How long do you think this will last? She gets mad because we don't believe her? Whose fault is that, Chin?"
And I will never, ever, ever, ever mistreat my body again. And so far, I haven't. And so far, I'm down a lot of weight. And yeah, I vowed to never take my health for granted. I realized finally how dangerous diabetes is. I don't know why I never thought it was so, dangerous. I think it's just always, you just, always think that you have more time until you don't, Well, I was a fool, but I will not be ever again, so, believe what you want, it's no skin off my ass.
Mama Cat responds, believe what you want. If she genuinely believed that, she wouldn't even mention the speculation. The speculation, which, I might add, she courted by pulling a back of the hand to brow swoon. I don't want to talk about it.
Because I did have a new health issue, but I didn't really just want to talk about it.
Just look and said, I remember when she said this. The screenshot says, oh my gosh, I'm going to rub it in so bad when I lose this weight. I'm saving all the, you are a failure comments, so when that day comes, and it will, oh it will, I'm going to showcase them all one by one. Not that I give a flying crap what these insignificants think, but it will be fun to do nonetheless. The overweight critics better start losing as well, because you are going to look pretty stupid riding my coattails when I'm smaller than you. So just look and said, she said if she had lost a lot of weight, she'd be on camera, sick or not. She would want to show it. I think she's seen Charlie's weight loss and it pissed her off. All right, you guys, that is all the tea and gossip I have for right now. But if I find anything else, I will keep you guys updated. I don't think Kaibella should go on Yo Mama's panel. I think Foodie Beauty is a scammer and a fraud and will always be, and nothing will ever change. And I think that I am Team Nosy, and I will see you guys in the next video. Have a great day, great evening, wherever you are, and I will see you so soon. Bye, everyone.